Two leaders, two agendas. Both newly elected, both seeking to impose their vision. And when it comes to the Middle East, sharp differences have already appeared between the American president and the Israeli prime minister. Days before Binyamin Netanyahu's trip to Washington, members of his government were trying to put a positive spin on relations with the new US administration.
I have no concerns about US-Israel relations. They are deep down, very, very sound, and they will continue to be very sound. And we are all waiting for the first meeting between the Prime Minister and President Obama, and I believe this will set the tone for later nuances.
The number one topic for Israel during the meeting will be Iran and its nuclear program. President Obama has spoken about re-engaging with the Iranians. Netanyahu speaks more bluntly. Iran must not be allowed to acquire nuclear weapons, and Israel is ready to act alone if necessary.
Israel, on its side, is trying to alert the world. Israel believes that the only way it can persuade the European and the Americans to act is by convincing them that if they don't, Israel will attack alone.
So each side is going into this meeting with its own agenda. For Israel, it's all about Iran and the nuclear threat, whereas the Americans want Israel to get serious about the peace process and a Palestinian state. Netanyahu has been deliberately vague about where he stands on a future Palestinian state. But the Obama administration has been crystal clear. Israel needs to end its occupation of Palestinian territory, and the principle of two states for two peoples is the only solution.
The atmospherics of the relationship are going to change very significantly. If we look at how Israel can be stronger, my own sense is that the issue most likely to come to a head will be the one of settlements and settlement outposts. I think that's the one which the administration itself will be most comfortable with, because I don't think that the administration wants to get to a sort of general blow-up of relations in which the whole contours of the relationship change. So the least controversial one to push Israel on is settlements.
It was all smiles when the two men met last year, but neither had been elected at that point. A good photo op for the campaign, but now it's time to get down to business. Jacky, Rowland, Al Jazeera, Jerusalem.